If you're keen on crafting additional income streams online as either a side hustle or in hopes of becoming self-employed, make sure that you prioritize freedom over how you're going to make the money. Because if you don't, you're going to waste a lot of your own time and potentially make a lot less money over the long term. Today, I'm going to explain why so that you can avoid this huge mistake. Hello and welcome back, lovely guts. This is Hexotica, for witches with Wi-Fi, goths with a game plan, and rebels who want passive income without the bullshit. I'm Christine, your host, and this is episode 3. So welcome back to the podcast, everyone. This is number 3, and I want to share an interesting statistic with you, which is that 90% of new podcasts do not make it to episode 3. 90%. Can you believe that? I was a little bit blown away by that because I wouldn't have thought that number 3 would be a number to celebrate, but here we are. Number 3, I'm celebrating. Apparently 90% are already out of the game. And I'm kind of not surprised so much because podcasts are a lot of freaking work. I had been wanting to do this podcast for many years before I actually sat down to do it because I know from having done podcasts for years for my clients how much work goes into it. It is a huge commitment. It's like getting a puppy. You have to be on the ball every week. You have to plan ahead, coming up with ideas, all that kind of stuff. But here we are celebrating number 3. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. We're going to talk about creating additional income streams online so that you can create that self-reliant AF alternative lifestyle that you might be dreaming of. So during the 9 years I worked as a freelance social media manager and marketing consultant, I saw many people in the online business world make the mistake of going after the money first, only to find that money was not what they truly wanted, even when they made a lot of it. I saw countless business owners making first-class international plane ticket level money who were absolutely miserable. I've watched some of them burn it all down and bundle up everything that they've ever made and sell it for like less than $100. And you can believe that I bought a couple of those burn it all down bundles. Or I saw some of them that would just disappear for months just to recover from overworking for so long because, constant content creation, all that with the online business world can lead to burnout if it's not structured properly. So I saw this happen many times over and over. And over, they would come back with stories of having built the wrong type of business. They had built for fast money or fast growth and not from what they actually wanted from the start, which was freedom. So when I mentor aspiring, creative, and unconventional online business owners on how to start creating additional online income streams, the first step that we focus on is how to create more freedom. Not money. We want to create a business that is designed for our lifestyle, not a lifestyle designed around our business. All right, so I'm going to tell you a little story of what not to do. You know all of the dead websites, stores, and Instagram profiles that you see abandoned online? They are because of people like Veronica. Veronica works full-time as a nurse, has a husband, 3 kids, and a lot of parenting commitments during the week. She's fucking busy, but she dreams of starting a little side hustle, selling her handmade crochet cat beds online. Now, she has zero interest of ever quitting her full-time job. For her, creating additional income streams will just allow her to afford to take her family to Disneyland or go camping more often in the summer. Veronica thinks to herself, okay, I'm going to spend my nights and every weekend for the next 6 months making the cat beds and building a Shopify shop and maybe an Etsy shop as well. Yay me! Like, she's super excited, right? Her friends and family have all cheered her along because they think her cat beds are super cute. They have little crochet ears and they have little crochet tails at the back. They're just super cute. And they've even bought some custom-made ones that match their cats. Like, the product is fine. There's nothing wrong with her products. Cats fucking love them too. So Veronica spends a lot of time creating a dozen different bed designs, photographing them, listing them, and setting up social media platforms. Finally, She opens her gorgeous Shopify and Etsy shops and she starts blasting social media with content. And a few sales trickle in. But while Veronica started this business to make some extra money, what she didn't consider was how much time it was going to take to market an online business. And she knows nothing about marketing. She eventually realizes that she does not have the spare time to be posting to social media, making videos, making content, and writing emails. No spare time for anything on top of the time it already takes to create, photograph, and list the products just to get them in the stores. Not to mention the additional time required to process the orders, package them, and take them to the post office. Then a friend suggests that she start selling at local markets, so she gives that a try. But after doing a few, she hates that they suck up her entire weekend, even though she does sell a hell of a lot more than her beautiful online shops. So she quits doing local markets as well. Anyone who has done markets knows how exhausting they can be, right? Like they're fun at first and then they become all the same and they're just a lot of work. Sometimes you're doing them in the rain and sometimes they're on super windy days where your whole marquee gets blown straight off into the trees. I've done that. So eventually, Veronica just stops doing anything new online or offline. She just quits. All those months that she put into building her online presence starts feeling like it was just a massive waste of time. And it was. Because after 6 months, her online sales for her business are merely covering the cost of the software fees. She can't get the sales happening without making a time commitment to constant marketing and spending a lot of time online. Time she does not have. She built no email list, so she isn't getting any repeat customers as well. Veronica feels like a failure. And every time she sees Minnie Mouse now, she's reminded of how she has let her kids down. It's awful. This is what happens when you lead with a business idea instead of your desired lifestyle. And I don't want that to happen to you, so let's talk about how you can design the other way around. Focusing on your amazing money-making idea first, it's like jumping on a horse backwards. Like, sure, you're going to go in the right direction and you're taking action, but you're unable to enjoy the view or see the direction that you're going, and it's going to cause you a lot of discomfort and a lot of pain in the neck, right? So let's be clear where Veronica went off the rails here. More time with her family having fun was her big dream, not a cat bed selling online empire. She just got on the money-making horse ass backwards. The route she chose was impossible for her, so she dropped it to try another way, doing markets. But markets sucked up even more of her time, giving her even less of the freedom to spend time with her family that she had wanted in the first place. In business, we call this chasing the shiny object syndrome. And it's hugely infectious to people who want additional income streams but aren't familiar with what each type of stream requires. And yet this is exactly what 99% of people do. They start with their business idea, then they decide how much time they need to dedicate to get it going. But all too often they have no clue just how much time things actually require. When we don't prioritize the main reason we want to make additional income streams, it's all too easy to get caught up doing things we either can't continue doing or that we straight up fucking hate. So let's talk about how you can avoid making this mistake when you get started creating your additional side hustle or income stream. Because many new business owners just aren't aware of how many thousands of different business and marketing models exist. A business model is what and how you sell. A marketing model is how you attract and convert customers. And it's important to know the difference and to choose both in alignment to your lifestyle goals. This is why I encourage you to start by considering what kind of lifestyle you want first. Then you explore the options to suit your desired lifestyle. Hiring a business coach or marketing mentor can save you from wasting time trying to figure this out all on your own. They can show you the most direct way to maximize your sales and profit as soon as possible while also giving you a plan for your long-term lifestyle goals. So here's what I would have helped Veronica consider if we had been working together. I would have asked her first, how many hours of free time do you want to have each week? How many weekends do you want to go camping each summer? Do you want to do one trip to Disneyland or do you want to do two or more? How many hours a week would you want to spend online versus at your craft desk? And other than paying for family holidays, what's your big dream for this business? Like, where do you see it going? And I would have also asked her, do you like posting to social media? Do you like making videos? Do you like emailing? And if so, which do you like best? Sometimes people don't like any of them, and that's fine. Then I'd have helped her fit a business into what she wanted. So let's go through the 2 steps of choosing a business model and a marketing model. So first you want to choose the money-making framework business model that suits you. So if Veronica had invested in a mentor from the start, she would have avoided diving headfirst into a business model that was not ideal for her current lifestyle. So I'll explain how she made things a lot harder for herself by choosing this business model first. Veronica chose a product-based manufacturing e-commerce business. These types of businesses, they often require a huge time investment before they are profitable. Typically, they take up to 12 to 13 months to see a profit. They also require pretty savvy online marketing skills because you need a lot of daily traffic coming into your shops to keep consistent sales coming in. Now, service-based businesses, on the other hand, they normally see a profit within the first 3 months. Had Veronica hired me, I would have recommended that she lean fully into making the cat beds as a customized service first. That way, she could market based on word of mouth and maybe like just a few locally distributed mail flyers. So she'd have immediate profits without the enormous upfront investment of her limited time. Then she could have built her online presence up slowly over the next few months. I would have advised her to reinvest 30% of the total profits that she made and put that into outsourcing for the marketing or even the building of her online shops each month, including maybe hiring like a Facebook ads manager or a social media manager, depending on what she chose that she likes to do or she doesn't like to do. There are so many other alternatives that she could have gone with that would have been a better choice. So here's some other alternatives that Veronica could have gone with that may have suited her lifestyle a lot better, at least for initially, so that she could make money faster and go to Disneyland that summer. She could have done drop shipping or overseas manufacturing instead of having to make and ship all the beds herself. Because many artsy creative people, they're just not as interested in the selling side of their products as they are in the making side of them, especially when the items are handmade. I know that was the truth for me when I was doing my gothic burlesque headdresses and stuff. So if this is you, consider print on demand and drop shipping because it's perfect for people like you. You can just make all the things you want, all the ideas, and you don't actually have to send or ship out or work. You don't have to do anything with the customers. The next thing that she could have done, she could have just sold the idea to a pet supply company or another pet-related business, and then she could cash in royalties. She could get nice monthly paychecks without any of the hassle of dealing with packaging, posting customers, none of that. Or she could have paid for a sponsored spot in a well-known pet-based newsletter, a local one for markets or an international one to get clicks onto her online shops. So there's no need for her to do the online social media or content then. If she does love Instagram or TikTok and she has a knack for editing videos, she could have created videos on how she makes the beds and monetize the video content. So forget about selling the actual product or having to post it, just sell the content. Or she could have recorded how she makes the beds and then created a Skillshare or Udemy course, one of the platforms that sell courses that do all the marketing for you. So again, she's just selling the content and not having to do anything with the products. And another option that she could do is to sell the patterns for the beds as a digital product. So again, not having to actually do any of the products. So like a dressmaker tailoring a dress, I would have gone through all these various options to work out which ones might be the best match for her time, her lifestyle desires, and her interests. And if she wanted to know more about any one type of business model, we'd have taken a deeper dive and see which one would have been best for her. So I'll tell you a bit more about the ways we could work together if you're interested in having me help you do this a bit later. But for now, let's look at what comes after choosing the right business model. and that is choosing the right marketing model that will suit you. So after you choose a good business model for additional income streams, you'll then need to consider the right marketing model. The right marketing model will increase both your freedom and income over the long term. You can choose any type of creative business model first, right? Like you can sell witchy candles, you can provide international tarot card reading services, or maybe you just want to do digital products and tutorials on how you do gothic headdresses with horns, right? Whatever you choose, it's in how you choose to market your business to attract a steady flow of new customers that you will either build yourself a money-making hamster wheel or a freedom nurturing flywheel. So you might be wondering, okay, Christine, what's a flywheel? A flywheel is a marketing model where momentum builds over time through a strategic system of reinforcing actions. So instead of a traditional sales funnel where people just fall off at the end, a flywheel keeps spinning. So every customer that you get fuels growth, and everything you do adds to the energy of the system. Most new business owners make the common mistake of building one-track, dead-end marketing models that keep them stuck. They may start making good money, but they struggle to pivot because they created a marketing hamster wheel for themselves, and they lose their freedom and they lose their interest in their marketing forever. And it's not their fault. Like, unless you study marketing or you hire a mentor who's a massive marketing geek like I am, it's a common mistake that most people make. But sometimes when new online business owners start to panic, they will hire someone who may be able to help them by giving them some insights and ideas, but not a strategic marketing flywheel. So, for example, I noticed several years ago that there are a lot of business and marketing coaches out there who ignore the critical question of what marketing model they are focused on helping people learn. They are vague about exactly what model they teach, so when you sign up to get their help, you find yourself learning a strategy that just doesn't feel right to you. A very one-size-fits-all approach, right? Like, for example, a heavy focus on cold emails or lead tracking when you're an introvert and you hate the idea of DMing people, hunting and tracking leads all day, every day. Or a reliance on Facebook ads or Google ads when you like to bootstrap your marketing and you're already kicking ass with your organic growth. It's often hard to know what you'll like to learn until you learn a bit more about it. So by the time you've invested in a business or marketing coach, it's already too late. The problem is that the more you learn about marketing, the more you'll see that there are as many online marketing models out there as there are books in a library. So the critical thing is to match where you are at now in your business with what type of marketing will suit your interests and skills. Because what you do repeatedly each week to market your online business needs to align with what you enjoy doing and what you are skilled at doing. And it should build on itself from the start. That's how you can build a marketing flywheel that'll take you further and that you can enjoy. I would climb to the top of Mount Everest to scream to the world that marketing can be and should be fun. Even despite all the 100-year-old frozen turds and dead bodies up there. I'd climb it anyway if the whole world could hear me scream. But in the meantime, I can be your digital Sherpa on a pixel mountain, convincing you that marketing can be fucking fun. It can be fun if you design it from the start to suit you first. And then it becomes a flywheel to help you grow from there. No starting over, no wasting time, no lost months of effort. Seamless and strategic. Make it suit you from the start. Make it a flywheel from the start. And that's what I would help you do. So if you design your additional income streams and your side hustle around freedom first, you will gain more freedom and earn more money down the line. You'll also create a more profitable business that you'll end up loving. So this is why I like to use the word craft when I say craft a self-reliant AF lifestyle, because it's custom tailored to maximize your self-reliance in terms of time freedom, location freedom, and financial freedom, all the freedoms. And it's why 99% of the cookie cutter marketing models you'll come across online will not suit you. Every ad that you get to see about marketing, every helpful freebie, every challenge, it's all an indoctrination into one type of marketing model. usually the one that worked best for the person selling it. For example, how to make money 10K through Amazon self-published books. Make money while you sleep through digital products on Etsy. Book yourself out with clients with this one killer sales tactic. Your challenge as an inspiring entrepreneur is to not get caught up in somebody else's flashy framework before you establish what business and marketing models are going to suit you. Curiosity is natural. And who doesn't want to learn all the ways you can make additional income streams online? It's fascinating stuff. I mean, at least for people like me. But I encourage you to first work out what business and marketing models are going to align with your current interests and your strengths, get it working, and then explore the shiny stuff later. And the best way to get clarity on what business and marketing model is going to be a good match for you, hire a professional who knows what's out there. They can be your lifestyle plus money matchmaker. Hire a pro to help you get started crafting additional online income streams fast. Here is how. So I have spent thousands of dollars on coaches, courses, and gurus over the years, and I do not regret a single dollar. Some are better than others, of course, and so I have since learned to become a lot more discerning before I invest. But I don't believe that investing in a business or marketing coach is ever a bad decision. Even when their programs aren't a great fit for you, which you sometimes find out after you've paid for them, there's still always something you can take away. Sometimes it's just an idea, a mindset lesson, a software tool, or a workflow. And sometimes it's a strong business connection or a community. You make friends, or you just find this fabulous group of, people that was hidden from you before. One thing is certain in business. It's always a good idea to keep investing in yourself and expanding your knowledge base. So I believe there are two different reasons to hire a business coach or marketing mentor. This is based on just my personal experience. You can take this with a grain of salt if you don't hear what you agree with. So first of all, what's the difference between a coach and a mentor? Not a lot, really. It's just whatever the person chooses to call themselves. I've always preferred mentor because coach reminds me of high school football. But some might say coach is more general and mentor is for more of a specific skill. So that's why I call myself a marketing mentor. So the first reason to hire a coach or mentor is if you are a new business owner. If you are new, you need to spend as much time and money as possible learning about business and marketing in your first few years. Do not stop. In this case, I recommend hiring a high-touch business coach or mentor. This is someone who may have a program or a course, but it comes second to one-on-one time with them, either by weekly video calls or via Voxer. So think of hiring a mentor as a literal time machine because it is. You will save yourself thousands of hours as you quantum leap off of their years of experience. But be careful of programs that offer 1 hour or no one-on-one coaching time at all and only group coaching instead. Because in my experience, you're better off reading a book or buying a course if you're mostly going to have to DIY their information anyway. That's not coaching, especially if their group coaching is little more than socializing time. You can make friends on your own time, so just be careful of that. The second reason to hire someone is if you are stuck. So for instance, if you've been in business for a while, but there's something specific not working for you and you can't quite put your finger on it and you aren't making the sales or you're growing the audience that you want to, if you feel stuck, then you need a marketing coach or mentor. Go for a very specific program and make sure it fits your preferred marketing model. For example, if you're killing it on social media, lots of people are following you and signing up for your free opt-ins, but you're making sales in several places, but nobody's actually buying from you or your ads. That's a very specific problem, a sticky spot in an otherwise functional growing business. So a good marketing mentor is going to be able to diagnose if this issue is a mental game, if it's your systems, if it's your conversion is off, your offer is off, or if it's in the amount of traffic or how you're getting your traffic, or if it's in your finances. A marketing mentor will know which one of these you're getting stuck in your business, and they should be able to give you recommendations to help get you out. So, would you like to get clarity on what business and marketing model might suit you best? Helping new and existing owners craft additional income streams that suit their lifestyles is what I do. So if you need help gaining clarity before you dive into a business head first, here's how I could help you. I have 4 mentoring programs for different marketing phases. My 4-week Swan Academy is for noobs and organic growth. The 8-week Swan Executive is for automated growth, and my 12-week Swan Agency is for delegated growth and for those who want to become service providers like social media managers. I was a freelance social media manager for 9 years, so I can help you become one if you'd like one-on-one mentoring. And for ongoing support and growth, I have my year-long one-on-one mentoring program, the Swan Vault. The Vault includes access to every DIY Swan course, template bundle, and workshop I've ever created or am actively creating during the duration of month-to-month membership. Each Swan mentoring program is designed to be both standalone or level ups of each other. So for example, you can start with the Academy, then continue into the Executive, and then into the Agency, and then keep it going month to month into the Vault. All 4 are a part of my Swan Transformation Marketing Strategy. This is Hexotica's foundational marketing system developed for maximum time-saving ROI, workflow gamification, and cult brand messaging. I designed them all to make daily marketing fun and enjoyable. Imagine that. So you can find out more by visiting hexotica.online, by signing up for the free Swan Transformation Marketing Strategy Guidebook, or by booking a Clarity Kickstarter session with me. You'll find the links for all 3 in the show notes. So the Clarity Kickstarter session call is free if you are an Inner Sanctum newsletter subscriber, or just DM me and let's chat. Short of creating a Tinder for marketing models for you, booking a call with me will help match you to which Swan program will best suit your interest and skill level. I'd love to hear how I can help make your big dream a reality this year. So thank you so much for listening to this 3rd and apparently milestone episode of the podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you've been enjoying it. I would really appreciate it. It would help me out a lot. And join me for next week when we're going to get a little bit more technical about businesses and marketing, and we are going to talk about everything that you need to know to start a business the right way. That's the next step after you figure out what business model and marketing model suits you best. So catch me then, and until then, have a great week.